welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to more Larry doing questionable things in the evening time in War Thunder. It's everybody's favorite series that results in questionable stuff. And today we're going to be checking out the M8 tank. One of the things that came out while I was gone was this oddly stub-nosed tank destroyer. Well, I don't think it's technically a tank destroyer. I think it's actually classified as something else that you actually have to go to the wiki to read. But this thing is a cute little armored jeep, basically. It's an American tank, and it comes after this bizarre, well, how do I describe this thing? It's like an amphibious tank that has like a couple machine gun ports on the top. And this thing is oddly annoying to shoot because there's so much empty space inside of it, because it's meant to be a pontoon boat. And this thing builds into our cute little M8, which eventually becomes the M105. And the idea behind the M8 is it's got this adorable little howitzer here. Well, it's mostly just stubby, like a chode. And this thing murders everybody. It's actually a pretty mean gun. And I think that normally howitzer-type cannons like these were usually meant as infantry assist, where you could just blow up the enemy in large numbers using a very short-range cannon, because this thing isn't very accurate at distance. Without that really long barrel, you can't get enough shell velocity to accurately aim it from a long way away. So this thing is equipped with high explosives and also M66 heat rounds. I don't know what the distinction is, but it's a cute little guy. I mean, so this, suffice it to say, this is one of those tanks that's probably best if you play it inside of arcade mode, because aiming a howitzer of any variety with how fragile the M8 is very, very difficult in realistic mode, no matter how much practice you have. It can be very hinky, even in arcade mode. Whether or not you actually hit the part of the tank that you want to is completely up to the kind of janky numbers that War Thunder runs off of, and this is probably the least likely map that I wanted to play on, but that's fine. I was actually just playing on a new map, but I guess we'll just have to duke it out over here. Now, I recall playing around with a lot of high explosive shells before. Let's actually equip 5 high explosives and see what these do for damage. I can't remember when I bought this like a couple weeks ago, or maybe a month ago, if the high explosives were any good, but we are about to find out. Hey, we're in here with a couple of these annoying rocketeers. Oh, hell yes. These things are the most OP bullshit. And this is why I like the howitzers, because the howitzers can kill these from Narnia. That said, these guys can also kill me from Narnia with one rocket. These things are absolute bullshit. I have trouble believing that we had a bunch of these, but I don't actually know. These are annoying little rocket cars, and they will fuck you up. I have seen them shred even those British gun carrier tank destroyers that tend to take no shit from anybody. Those things are like coated in nothing but like 10 miles of armor. And it's funny, those vehicles, because the British line of thinking during the war was, we don't need a big enough gun to kill another tank, we're just gonna be infantry support. So let's just cover the whole thing in so much armor that God could come down and try to stomp on us and we wouldn't care. Because that's a healthy way of thinking about things in life, and I'm about to eat shit from that rocket car. I can already see it. Way over there. The BM-824 is a rocket car. And they are assholes. Just straight up assholes. I hate those rocket cars at this level. I officially found my arch nemesis in the rocket car. I don't know why there's a bunch of them all of a sudden, but they're super duper popular, and I might have to get one to do a video. I hope it's not premium, because if not, then I'll be able to get it easy peasy lemon squeezy. Or maybe even like lemon gentle fondling. Let's see here. Can I nail you? Is that a thing I can do? Not really. Let's get the high explosive going, because I'm going to need that. That's better. This can penetrate you. Where are... There it is. Critical hit you and get back behind this wall, because those rocket cars are going to just touch me in the butt. And it is not going to be pleasant at all. Alright, can I gently nudge you, M2? Is that a thing I can do? No? Can I get that? Yes! I'm gonna fuck up your rockets, buddy. I'm gonna fuck them up good. I wonder if a high explosive would be better for this, because these things hurt a lot. Yes! Major rockets explode, yeah! Fuck you! You're not my real rocket dad! This M2 is gonna be annoying, I can already tell. Where is he? Oh, there he is. Got it! Basically, the thing with a lot of these early American tanks is they're basically just armored jeeps that have an opinion. Where is this T-28? He's like sniping me from an annoying spot. Not that I have any room to talk, considering where I'm sniping from, but you know. Got it. Alright, that's your turret mostly knocked out. Can I kill this M2? I kind of want to. Now, the reason why like, a lot of people who play with howitzers like the high explosive rounds, because it's a heck of a lot easier to deal with people, but I find that I'm really bad at picking a spot to aim, and I often need that extra penetration from the heat rounds in order to stay alive. Oh, and they're trying to get me with artillery because they're buttholes. Good news, oh shit me. The good news is that I have a lot of reversing power. The bad news is that I have no roof, so artillery fire, even if it doesn't hit me dead on, will kill this tank. So, it's a little shitty. And I am out of ammunition, so I need to get in there and play it loosey-goosey. So let's do this. Can I do this? Oh, the other thing that's been bugging me about this game lately is some rocks don't exist as far as the game is concerned, and some rocks do, and I don't know why. I wish they would just decide that rocks under a certain size did or didn't exist, and then just do it from there. But no, that would just require too much effort, Larry, you silly goose. At least this guy is derpy enough to try and shoot stuff up in the air to make it easier to figure out where he is and not die. That said, he could rip me up real easy, this one. Oh, nah, he's dead. He gave up. He got tired of life. And considering how much of a piece of crap that tank is, I cannot say that I blame him at all. Okay, I'm somehow inside the cap point, but I'm not gonna question it. Because I need ammo. That's the whole reason I bothered to come up here. We're actually not doing terrible right now. We're not doing spectacularly, but we're not doing terribly. And this is just an adorable little annoying tank. It's really hard to shoot if you hide behind a rock like I was just doing. And it's super easy to kill people in arcade mode just because of how BS the heat rounds are. And of course it's going to reload my high explosives first, because why not? Then I'll re-equip the heat rounds, and as soon as I've got a few of them, I will leave. Because we are in the middle of the danger zone. Like, we're so far in the danger zone, I feel like Tom Cruise offering to give me a colonoscopy exam. Frickin' Top Gun and your shenanigans. Although, that said, as weird as as Tom Cruise is, why did I say John? John Cruise. Is that his brother, John Cruise? But, Tom Cruise, as weird as a guy as he is, he makes some pretty good movies. I really liked Jack Reacher. And back when I was in Space Camp, an aviation challenge in Huntsville, Alabama, we watched way more Top Gun than was physically healthy. Hello? We've got a Panzer 3E coming. And I don't want it. Not at all. I don't remember how to ping, so I'm just gonna type to people that we've got incoming. Also, my squad mate died earlier and then, like, didn't keep reviving, so did he run out of things? He might have, I don't know. Again, gotta be super careful, because I am super duper fragile. I know there was at least one guy coming to touch me in places. Is he coming from behind? Alright, it doesn't matter. I'm gonna go find him. Because I'm gonna play it loosey-goosey. That's the other thing that I like about some of the American tanks is they are really good at scoot and shoot. Like, exceptionally good. Their tank destroyers are just a Corvette with an angry gun. Not that I think there's a friendly gun, like there's not a gun that shoots Jello pudding. As amazing as that would be. Because Jello pudding is the best pudding. You know the pudding I'm talking about. It's got like the stripe through it. So it's like chocolate, vanilla, and then chocolate again. That stuff is amazing. Pudding is the best thing ever. Oh, don't be like that. Don't be like that. Don't. So that's the other thing. Like, these tanks, super duper, like, fragile to incoming fire from anything, because I don't have a roof. Like, a regular armored tank, like that T-28E or whatever, that thing can eat shit and not care from the sky, because planes suck. Especially at this level, planes are kind of really shit. Hello, fellow M8. It would be a real shame if Larry were to greet you with an explosive round. Also, real shame if stuff were to be behind me, really annoyingly. Or I could just insta-kill you because I'm bullshit and amazing. Oh yeah, cause I'm a little cute M8, ain't nobody out there can stop me. I'm a stub-nosed little murdery thingy, I'm gonna touch your butts. Boop-a-doo-doo-doo-doo. Come back, BT7, I wanted to be friends with your butt. Alright, what did I get for rewards for that? I feel like that should have at least earned me a commendation of didn't die. Alright, 3 grand's not bad. I mean, I'll be honest, this is primarily how I make, money in War Thunder, is by just playing a bunch of arcade mode. And then not having to, like, worry about it. Cause I got expensive needs, alright? I gotta buy all them fancy, higher level tanks, and they's not cheap. I gotta work for my supper. Ooh, I'm gonna get crew replenishment next. I am getting all the delicious experience. But yeah, that's the M8. There's really not a ton to talk about for it. Let's see, what do the customizations say? The armor is awful, just awful. So the front of it's only got 28 millimeters of armor. The sides are 28. But I've literally not stopped anything except that shot the gun mantlet here, because it's got to get through like this thing, and then this thing. But if you get shot in the gun mantlet, there's a pretty good chance that the gun barrel is going to be damaged really badly. So that's not the best. But, you know, it's high risk reward. It's like glass cannon. I can knock people out instantaneously at this combat rating, but it's really easy to destroy this. And let's see, what's the inside? Yeah, so everyone's just crammed in here. There's no room to play some hanky-panky pocket soccer. There's no room to fart and pretend like Steve down here did it. Everyone can hear it. You did it, Jerry. Everybody can hear it. And if you shoot this basically anywhere with a full loadout of ammunition, it might explode. Because there's ammo between these two guys. There's ammo back here. Like up on the side, there's a there's a radio station here. Fuel tanks, radiator. You know, the best bet, if you really wanted to stay alive, is to back into the enemy. Because your engine might be able to save you. Otherwise, you're probably boned. So yeah, that's it for this one, ladies and gentlemen. I've been your host, Larry. This has been more War Thumper. And I'll catch you next time. This has been the M8. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll catch you later. Bye, everybody, and have a good one.